Hi, and welcome to Nitto Remastered Project. Now, I need to explain myself. My name is Sakoso, and I'm in charge right now of this project. It has been a hobby project of mine that I've been working on for about 1 year and something. There was another year that I just spent messing around. I didn't get much done because I didn't expect to progress as much as I wanted, so I dedicated some of my time to other games and other projects of mine. Right now, I'm fully dedicated to this project, and I would like to say that we have progressed a fair bit. Not a lot to be, shown, but we've progressed a lot. It may not seem like it, but we did. So far, I just need to explain myself and why it takes so much time. The reason it takes so much time is because there's only me working on the project. I would like that to, stay the same. I don't need more people. It's just that this game requires finesse and it requires a lot of time. You will see why. Let's start with the first part of this project, which was figuring out how to export the game data, the textures, and everything else. Me and TechX collaborated. He gave me some of the files, if not all of the files of the Nitto 1320 Legends, and I found a way. He also found a way to export them, which was with JPEGs. It works. It exports piece by piece, as you can see. Here's the body of a Mustang, the front bumper also. It works. Also, there's the game. We need to, it launches the lingo command. We need to unpack all of this and use its textures inside of Unity. So a lot of work, everything needs to be rebuilt. So I had to find a way to optimize this to make it quick, and that just required about 3 months of my time because this is a hobby project. I'm not fully dedicated to this. I have a full-time job. And so in 3 or 4 months I did that. I found a way. I exported everything, and as you can see, you just simply, it's not as simple as you going here and export, done. No, you need to export it. Then you need to pass it to another software that will find like these, for example the bumper. It will find the variants and will keep them assembled. As you can see, there's the front bumper, then there's the front lights somewhere, and they need to be overlaid, and I found a way to make that fairly quick export. So that's a weight off my shoulders because there are about 200 vehicles. I'm not sure, but if there are 200 vehicles, for each vehicle, let's say that there are about 25 customizable parts. That's a lot of parts, as you can see in here. So 5,000 parts to export manually, it's not feasible. So I found a way to optimize it. It's done. That part, it's figured out. So I moved on to the next thing. The next thing was building the parts per se in a database. So I had to make everything from scratch. I just built the database, and then I thought of something else. I thought, how are we going to assemble this? Because we don't have coordinates of every part. There's nothing arranged. So I created another program in Unity. I don't have it right now opened, and I'm not gonna open because I have no idea where he is, but I know there it is in my computer. So I don't know if you guys remember being on Discord, at least the ones that are on the TechX Discord. I sent a Nitto assembler. It's this one that I have opened here, but it's now modified. It basically imports every vehicle part. Let's say a Mustang, it's vehicle 6, let's say. It imports everything front and back, and you assemble it like a Lego, and then you export the XML file with the part coordinates. And we did that thanks to many of our researchers and fans in this channel. We have it, everything you've done is here, and I thank you all because this is a lot of work. Some of them actually said it was fun. I like it, yes, but for the common person that doesn't know anything about this, it's probably not fun extracting and building Lego cars. But yeah, everything is assembled, nothing has been lost, everything is backed up a lot of times, let's say. And as you can see, vehicle 1, you have every part here, every coordinate. So we have about 28, not 28 per se, we have 26 vehicles right now that have full parts, okay? This is just the position, it's not the actual parts, because the actual parts, let's say the front bumper for the vehicle 1 has 3 to 4 variants, okay? Let's go again to the example of the Mustang. It has 4 variants, okay? It uses those 4 variants and positions them in these coordinates, and you will see the bumper on the program and on the game. I'll show you. Like for example, the Ford Mustang. Let's see. This front bumper is assembled so that it is on that position that I was talking about. This is vehicle 3. I can actually check for you to see that this is not fake. This was not built by hand just for this purpose. This is fully working. Front bumper 1 minus 138.588. Let's check and let's see if I'm not wrong. Bumper, you see, minus 138.5 minus 88. So it is fetching coordinates on the database and it's building them. That is at least working. It may not look like much, but it took a lot of work to make that work. It has front and back working. It does not have rims right now. I was working on that. I don't have a hurry to do that because I already figured it out. I just need to mush everything together. So I moved on to something that was bugging my mind, which was this runs, and the server per se will run because it will be a headless Unity dedicated server. I just wasn't sure about the database because it's using WAMP. I don't know if that's how you say it, but WAMP server 64, you know. It has Apache, PHP, and all of that jazz, and I wasn't sure that if I exported everything, the databases, the PHP code, everything, if it was gonna work on other computers. So that was bugging my mind for a while. And then I figured out how to do Dockers. I didn't know, always learning, and I Dockerized for instances the Apache, PHP my admin, so I can access the database in case I don't have HideSQL and MySQL. So this is working. I'm just not using it right now because for prototyping I don't want to lose any information. I'm not sure how this completely works. I don't dominate the language. I'm working on it, let's say, okay? Then I was also gonna Dockerize the server, and I will. It's gonna be on Matryoshka, the head of the Docker. And I figured out also I need to create a Linux and upload it and some jazzy things that I need to figure out, but I'll make it work. There's not a problem. So that's a load off my mind, that's for sure. And that being said, we are here. We are where it seems that nothing's been made for the game. It has been a lot done for the game, which was the tools. We require tools to build everything. So some tools have been made, which were the vehicle assembler to create the coordinates, as I said, and this thing that you're watching right now, which is the vehicle asset creator. It's in the same project, so the researchers will probably have access to this software. I'm not sure how I'm going to regulate it so that you guys don't blitz my database, but so far it's working in tandem with the other program that I made, and as you can see, I can explain this a little bit better. So you can search parts. As you can see, there are all the part categories in Nitto right now. I can create any part category. And you can filter by location, brands and types, everything, you know, it's neatly packed. It's a bit bugged right now because it's only for me, it's not shipped, it's not for anyone else. And even if there is for some, even if it is for someone else, it will be bugged, because I don't think I should put a lot of work into this tool. At least we have a lot more things to do, more pressing issues. So that being said, let's jump into it. So you can search for let's say the front bumpers, and you find the Honda Type R front bumper, Ford Mustang. Then you can edit the price, you can edit the weight without being inside the specific vehicle. I can, for example, post it costs to 2,500 points. Let's modify it. It works. Yes, cool. That also took time because Unity doesn't have a database library to communicate with the said database. So everything had to be done from almost scratch, okay, for this to work. And it was done. It took a lot of time, a lot of trial and error. You guys will not see most of the work, and it's a really gruesome work so far. I like it. I'm not, you know, I actually enjoy this. This is my pet project. I would like to see this come to fruition and actually work, but it's hard. Let's say that it's hard figuring out everything and make everything work at first try. Not easy, but I will try to do it as quickly as I can. You guys just need to be patient. It's all that I ask, and help me on Discord. On a 1320 discussion, I always ask some questions. Just the other day I was asking what's the name of the garages, because I was doing the login, and the login requires properties for the user object, and I needed your help, guys, so help out. And some did. Almost everyone that was there, that is actively there, helped. So that's cool. Let's continue our tour. So you can select anything, you can filter out. This is currently working for my purposes at least. And as you can see, there are 26, just different IDs, vehicles that we need to create. So more work. There are over 200. We need to patch it. So not all vehicles are going to come out when Nitto 1320 releases. Only about 26. These 26 that were exported, and once fully working, we'll work on everything else. So 26 will be the number. Let's, for example, this Acura RSX. It's missing bumpers and it's missing all of these parts. So also you can add them or you can create them. I think it's right now it's in the adding part. So let's say exterior front bumper, yes. So it defaults to the vehicle properties. It's an Acura, that's correct, I think, yes. Location also correct. Bumper variant, there are 3 bumper variants in the server local folder, so that's also correct. Everything is working right now. Let's say the weight, it weighs 20 kilos, I don't know. This is a random part, okay? And then you can add special properties, for example, color, size, grip, lube. This is some properties that I've been messing around to see if it works, the concept at least. And I'm not gonna add anything. So let's say that I add this, it adds the bumpers, and the bumper, voila, it appears, okay? And now let's say that this is the default vehicle. It's not like a modified package or something like that, but let's say that the default vehicle, I don't like the bumper 1, so I'm gonna change it to the bumper 3. It works, everything is working. So as you can see, on runtime, I'm not selling you snake oil. This is working, okay? Now, if it's gonna work in game without bugs, I cannot guarantee that. It's gonna be fucked. That I can guarantee, but it's working, okay? At least the items part. The back, for example, it needs a part, so we'll go here, exterior, rear bumper, like this, rear bumper, the bumper 3. I have no idea what the bumper 3 is, but 1500, yeah. Notice that I have the front bumper and it's here. Ignore the sukabliat because it was just tests. I was testing with the descriptions, it worked. I saved up some file size in there. Let's continue. Rear bumper, it's added, and it's added, yes, it's working. I don't like this one, let's change. It defaults always to the first one. It's the safeguard. But let's say the second one, okay, it works. You can see it changes, it's working, okay? It's saved, and it's saved in a database, not in a local file, so it's networked. This is, I can't even express how much time I took for this to work. This has such, it was not easy figuring out a process to do this when you've never networked or databased a game. I've made games, a lot of games, small mobile games, but this is a big game. This is a big game that requires a lot of intricate parts to be working without crashing, without throwing random exceptions. So making this work, not easy. Shop items, this is every item. So far I've created 424 instances of items, okay? It doesn't mean there are 426 parts. As you can see, there are about 43 parts right now. Here's the bumper, the Acura RS-X rear bumper, the front bumper. It's working, okay? Part categories. This is also the other thing that I've created, which is every category that you see here. It's stored in the database, so it's always being updated, so you can be running the game. Like, you can be just playing the game Nitto, I mean, not this one. Playing Nitto, you know, drag racing, having fun, and me on the background, I can be modifying everything live, and you won't see the modifications per se, but they are happening. So if there's some problem, I can interact with the server and interact with your clients and debug everything without relaunching a new client just because I mistyped drivetrain and put an extra E on the end. I don't know. So it adds complexity, yes, but it also adds ease of mind, so I can never mind launching the client and not worrying if I've typed something wrong or some property is messed up. Now, this video has been going on for 17 minutes. Feel free to skip forward, but let's talk about Nitto. The Nitto game client, it's here. It's using a newer 2021 version of Unity. As you can see, this is the 2019, this one is 2021. And on the client, I was creating the dialogue to create accounts. I need to create also message boxes. That's not done, but it is done on this one, on the assembler. So I have a way, or at least a concept of how I'm going to do it. This is working right now. The client, not the authentication, also working on it. But yeah, we have the player garage set up. Never mind this vehicle, this is not live, this is just a placeholder, okay? But this will be the garage, at least for now. It's still very raw. It's as accurate as I could in the time. I have not progressed as much as I wanted in the garage and the items part as I wanted, but it's done. I just need to connect everything. The login form, yeah, vehicle builder canvas, this is not, never mind. The top part, login form, and I also made, I don't know where it is, I'm not gonna look for it, but I also made the maps. You can see in my YouTube channel, there's the map with the icons, there's the drag strip, I already made it, so you guys can check out the drag strip and at least chat. I'm gonna put out a video of me chatting with someone online with the server open, so that you can see that the server is running and there is something to run. But I'm just gonna do that when I can make the server fetch the data of the database and assemble it on the client, so that you guys can see that we have cars, we have actually something to work on. So far it's not the case. I need to work on it. But so far this is the progress. It might not look like much. It looks like the project is empty. It's not empty. A lot's been done with the export of the parts, with the creation of the parts. I'm gonna need your help setting up the parts because I have no characteristics of the parts. I don't know if an engine, a B18C2, has 500 horsepower or 200 or 215. I don't know. I can figure it out. I can search on Wikipedia, but it's easier if I have 4 or 5 people doing that for me while I'm programming netcode. So yeah, I'm gonna need your help, that's for sure. That being said, I'm gonna end it here. There's not too much to talk about. The drag racing game per se I have not developed. I have conceptualized, I have made some strides. I did not have success. I don't have a working model. So let's say that I have an engine with 200 horsepower and a turbo that adds a percentage of that power. So through, let's say 200. The turbo has 0.15 horsepower. 0.15, so it ends up with 230. I don't have a way to make this horsepower figure into drag racing figures and to make something move the vehicle. That I did not figure out right now. I have conceptualized it, worked somehow, and let's say it moves, but it doesn't move like I want. It's not accurate at all. I don't want a simulator. I don't want to move away from the Nitto concept, but I do want it to be somewhat accurate. So yeah, that's gonna take also some time, but it is the long stretch. We are far from that, in my opinion at least. There are other people working on other projects, like Espionage is working on Challenge. Let's hope that works and you guys have something to play in the meanwhile. But yeah, this is the progress that I made. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and coming along with the developing part of it. And yeah, I think that's all. Yes. So see you guys later. Always follow my channel. So if you guys want to know about Nitto updates, there will always be posted there. At least the videos, the text, the messages and everything else. I will be posting them here on the Legends updates, on Reddit forums. The Nitto Reddit also will be posting there. If you guys have any questions, just ask. If you guys need help programming, I have some people that are always asking for help, and what I can help, I will. There's not much that I can help though. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you soon, I guess. Bye.